Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. Hope you're all having a great day today. And in this video, we're going to be ranking all of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies from worst to best. The newest one, Cabin Fever, has just came out, so it's been a hot topic. And without any further ado, let's hop right into the ranking. Coming in last place is The Long Haul. Now, the most obvious thing that you need to point out is the casting. Every single character is a downgrade. Even Manny was a downgrade. They got twins again to play him, and you can just tell that they did not train them well. Whenever he cries, it's just the fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. And upon that, it's not even funny. All of the jokes it attempts to do is just a bunch of gross stuff where people are throwing up and they're pooping and peeing all over everything. Not that that kind of stuff can't be funny, but there is literally no punchline. And the thing that was so good about the original movies was that it was really just normal everyday situations that were made to seem dramatic because it was coming from the perspective of a teenager. And in here, it's not even relatable at all. It's like he becomes an internet meme and he's riding down this boat and down a hill and lands in a pool. Just kind of stuff like that. It literally makes zero sense. And it's also not even timeless. With all the cell phones and the YouTube Let's Play videos, they deleted the whole water park sequence that was in the book and replaced it with the gaming convention. I don't even understand how it could be this bad when Jeff Kinney was involved and they had the same director as Rodrick Rules and Dog Days. But sadly, it's just the truth that this movie exists. Coming in at number 6 is Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2021, and there is a big gap between number 7 and number 6. I think that animated was definitely the right direction to go, and it was definitely long overdue. The animation style is pretty good, and I do think the way this worked out, there are some kind of awkward character designs, but overall I think it's decent. But the thing about this movie is that it really doesn't prove its worthiness of existing. It doesn't really have anything to add. There aren't really any laugh out loud moments, and it's just way too short. They cut out the wrestling sequence, the play, the safety patrol, all that good stuff, and there just was no reason to do that. I don't think it's terrible, but it definitely did not live up to its potential. Coming in at number 5 is Rodrick Rules 2022, and I definitely think this was an improvement over the first animated movie where you get to see more of the family. Of course, it's about 20 minutes longer, and I already think that the Rodrick Rules storyline was a little bit shorter. Well, actually, all the books are 217 pages, but there's just a lot less sequences, so you can kind of just choose how quickly you want to pace them. There's more flexibility in that, and for what it is, similar to the first one, it's okay. It's not really an improvement over the original movies, so it just comes off as a little bit too mediocre at times. Coming in at number 4 is Cabin Fever, which just came out, and I definitely think this was a huge improvement over the first 2 animated movies, and that's partly because we haven't seen the Cabin Fever book adapted into live action or anything before, so it definitely feels more fresh. But at the same time, I also just feel like they actually put more effort, more heart into this movie. It was a lot funnier. There were some laugh out loud jokes in it, and overall I just thought it had a really decent story. It's Christmas time and it really emphasizes the spirit of giving. Bringing us into the top 3 is Dog Days. Now we got the original trilogy, and me personally, I thought this was the least best of the original trilogy. I think the ending is definitely great because you had the whole plot line with the Scouts, as well as Rodrick's concert at Heather Hill's party. It was just such an epic way to end this trilogy. But as for the rest of the movie, I don't think it was as strong as the last half an hour. But what is really nice is you get to see Greg's relationship with his dad, and he just really wants to impress him, but he keeps messing up. And of course, he learns and grows in this movie, and it's just very well done. Coming in at number 2 is the original. This is a movie that they just definitely put effort into. It's so great that this was the kickstart to this franchise, because nowadays any movies based off of books like this would have just been direct to streaming, but this is where they just broke the formula and decided, no, these movies don't have to be generic, they can actually be wholesome. And it's pretty impressive with what they did, and it's actually really funny. What can I really even say about this movie that hasn't already been said? This is cinema. But even better than that, coming in at number 1 is Rodrick Rules 2011. This is one of the few times in history where the sequel is better than the original, and just wow, Rodrick is an absolute scene stealer, while the rest of the family is still great, of course. And this is just a very funny movie from beginning to end. You see the relationship that Greg and Rodrick have, and that's the main focus of the movie. But also, the talent show is great. All of it's great. And it's just very impressive that they were able to make another movie that wasn't only good, too. It was even better than the first. But anyways, let me know what your ranking is in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.